you can relax. Colleen and Erik have a podcast. The world is scary and we're locked in our home, but now we have big microphones, so you can relax. That's the name of our podcast.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Welcome to Relax the Podcast.
Whoa.
I'm Colleen Ballinger.
I'm Erik.
You're Erik, and we are married, and this is our podcast.
Hooray.
So, in case you guys are wondering, I'm still pregnant. That is still happening.
Wait,
And
are we
we are
starting
still
Are we
married.
starting the episode off with a
Bump check.
No, we are not.
Oh.
We're starting the episode off.
That's so you're the worst. I will say this with this podcast, you've never legitimately yes-anded me.
That's not just this podcast. That's our. That's life.
You know me. It's not even no and. It's yes and. It's you. Anything I do like that, you're just like you just shut it down immediately. No,
we cannot start an episode of an audio podcast with a visual bump
I think
check.
a lot of people watch this on YouTube.
Sure,
also.
but now you know. You got to stay tuned if you want to see the bump check.
If it's an audio medium, sure, but that's then your job to audibly describe the
Bump check.
See?
Oh my god,
I can say this about it. It's large and in charge.
it is large and in charge.
It grows every day.
Literally
The other day,
every day.
And the other day you woke up and you're like, I have an Audi.
An
like,
Audi
here
belly
it
button,
is.
yeah.
Maybe
The other day, yeah, it's.
can we see it?
No, it's an Audi. Oh my god, I'm
Can
so
you describe
embarrassed.
it audibly? Your Audi?
It's an Audi belly button. Well, I kind of have
Imagine that, folks.
it was a big Audi when I was pregnant with Flynn,
Uh-huh.
and then
When did that happen with Flynn? At what?
Oh,
point?
way later. Third trimester. Maybe the end of the second trimester.
Right. This one,
This is-
day one.
I know. Yeah. So first of all, let's talk about who needs to relax. Then we'll get to our bump check. Okay. So stay tuned for the bump check.
Okay.
We're going to talk about who needs to relax this week, guys. Lovey?
For me?
Yeah. Who needs to
For
relax?
me, who needs to relax this week? I'm going to say, how do I phrase this? Aggressive customer service.
I feel like yours generally, I'd say 80% of the time has to do with some sort of customer service or the service
Really?
industry.
Have I done this
Yeah.
before? I just think know your audience. A lot of people, when they're in need of customer service, don't need a full immersive history lesson. We took our son to get ice cream the other day.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Now I know where you're going.
The gentleman who worked at the ice cream shop, it's great if he's proud of his product, if he loves talking to people. But we were there specifically for a child-sized scoop of chocolate ice cream to put in a cone. Thank you, sir. Here is your money. Thank you for, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And good day, sir. This man,
That was not the experience we got.
unprompted, went into, as if we were at a museum and we had paid for a tour guide, the history of ice cream,
Of his ice
gelato,
cream.
sorbet.
It was the history of his ice cream because the history
vegan,
of ice cream
dairy,
would have been more
non-dairy,
interesting.
and just to the point where he was just.
He was just reading the menu.
It's like if the waiter at Denny's came up to you, and Denny's is all a picture menu, and the waiter just described every photo that you were already looking at and interpreting with your brain, yet still described every single photo to you, to the point where our son, who we've built up this experience saying we're taking you to an ice cream store. He loves ice cream. He's very excited. Halfway through this man's monologue goes, Dada, let's go outside. Like he was
he
like,
didn't even want ice cream anymore.
he was turned off from the whole idea. And I think that broadly can be more relaxed is just customer service. I don't want it.
And you know what? I appreciate customer service, and I know people are working hard and like all that. But
Well, yeah, of
I'm gonna
course, but there's
piggyback.
a limit.
can
There's
I
a limit here.
piggyback off of you for a second?
Are you piggybacking me?
I hate when people say that in meetings. I'm going to piggyback.
What is
back
this,
off
a
you.
Zoom call? You're gonna? Okay.
I'm going to piggyback off you there.
Yeah.
Because what I don't like is aggressive customer service when I'm shopping for clothes. If I go to a store and someone comes up to me and goes, "Can I help you find anything?" That's perfectly
Oh.
fine. That's very kind. Thank
If
you.
you say to me,
Wait.
"Can I start a fitting room for you?" I immediately throw everything I'm holding down on the ground and I
Whoa.
walk out.
Relax.
You may not start a fitting room for me.
I don't mind that. I don't mind
Sir,
that. And
or-
I don't mind if people say like, "Can I help you find anything?" I think that's nice. That's fine. But then when I say, no, I'm good, thank you. And then you go, are you sure? You want me to help you find something? No, I'm good, thank you. Oh, that's really cute. We're actually having a sale on such and such and such. You want me to show you? No, I'm actually good. So what are you looking for today? Just looking around. Anything in particular? I'm just looking at, like, that is what I'm like, please leave me alone.
How about this? You're picture yourself. You're at a store.
I know I know already what you're going to say.
You've found you've been helped. You were nice. You were like, thank you for the customer service. You've dealt with it. You're now paying for the item. Hey, would you like to round up to support this charity? Sure. Also, we have these items where they're only for purchase for $5. Well, okay. Yeah, that's okay. That saves someone. Okay, great. Yeah, I'll also buy this thermos I don't need. Okay, and just so you know, you do get another one for $15 since you're purchasing this. No, I have everything. You know what I mean?
That's fine. I don't like the membership things. We're like, do you want to sign up for our membership? We'll send you 78 emails a day.
Can we email you your receipt? No, just print it. Okay, because are you sure? Because you can save 20% today if we.
I know. They always.
And I know
I've worked down to you. They guilt you. They go like. Do you want to join our membership program and you can save 20%? No, I'm good today. You can save 20% off. Like, they always say it like I'm a totally insane
lunatic for not wanting the 20% off.
But you know what? It is worth paying the extra 20% to not get all those emails.
Yeah. And also I understand. I've worked in these industries. I understand that this is
they have to say those.
They have to say this. They're required. But why do I have to say no? Because you know what I mean? Why do I have to say no to 8 different questions when I just I'm already you know.
You just want to buy a shirt.
And I'm buying a shirt. I'm a patron of your business.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing the thing you want. You want customers. I'm a customer. I'm buying the thing. Why do I need to also?
So you want
be guilted and
aggressive customer service to relax. I agree with that. I don't think customer service. I feel like they're just doing their job. But when it's like I'm very obviously not wanting to talk to you anymore.
I said aggressive. Yeah, I didn't say.
No,
I didn't say
aggressive.
I just didn't say customer service.
Yeah, you did say aggressive. You did.
Because sometimes as a customer, I need that service.
I know. I
just don't like to be hammered over that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, read your audience. Like, you know what I mean? You can tell when people.
We got a 2-year-old. Yeah, when we're in an ice cream store and the 2-year-old's like, Daddy, I want to leave this ice cream store because you're reading us every item on your menu and explaining why we can't look at the ice cream.
And I appreciate the passion, but I'm just saying, like, we're already in the door, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you want to know who I think needs to relax?
Okay.
I already mentioned it. This one is like...
You already mentioned it.
I mentioned to you in the car yesterday because I just remembered when this used to happen to me all the time, but I don't drive anymore, so it never really happens. You guys need to tell me, listeners out there, if this happens in other places. But in Los Angeles, sometimes late at night, sometimes during the day, but usually late at night, when you're on the highway, a cop car will get in front of all the cars and swerve slowly. I'm talking like 5 miles an hour on the freeway
with their lights
creating traffic
mm-hmm.
for
so
like
slowing down
30 minutes,
slowing down the flow of traffic.
Yeah, they slow down the flow of traffic.
They turn on their lights and they swerve through all 5 lanes to get everyone behind them to slow down.
That makes me rage. Oh, it makes me rage. I hate it so much.
Because it always happens like right in front of you. You know what I mean? You always get caught
because
in that.
You know what's the worst thing in the world? Traffic.
Uh-huh.
So you're going to make it on purpose? Like I get when there's traffic and there's like, oh no, there's a horrible accident. People need help. Something happened. Like I understand, but like you're just making traffic? For what?
You mind if I piggyback on this?
Yeah. Why would you do such a thing?
I would say, have you done your research here? Like,
absolutely not.
Yeah, I would say maybe there's a reason.
I know that one time when it happened to me, I was stuck in this traffic and this was many years ago. I illegally looked up why they did that. And it said to slow down the flow of traffic.
Yeah.
So why would you do that?
So it's as a safety measure?
So why?
Because driving is dangerous, man.
What?
Can I piggyback on you for a second?
Piggyback. I'm going to look this up.
How did we get to a point where we're like, we got to get these places. So we're going to develop this machine with 4 wheels and just give lunatic 16-year-olds a license to floor it as fast as they can go in these. How about cars, huh?
Well, a big one is
look up why they do it.
Well, did you know that people like fully like traffic, like there's some things, no matter how many times you explain it, people don't understand the concept of traffic.
No, what?
Like, what? Why don't we
Is
all
this
just
like
drive?
the hearing a voice in your
no,
head
like,
thing?
no, think about it. Think about like all those cars. Like, think about when you're in traffic. If everyone collectively just went, we'd all go.
I like the same. It might be slower or faster.
But like, why don't we all just go? Because somewhere
an accident or like someone's car broke down or obstruction.
But eventually, you get to the end of traffic and you're like, what was that traffic? You know, like it's like
that happens all the time.
Yeah, so it's like, why
were we all going?
Why didn't we all just go the good speed?
Yeah. This is something that I scream audibly in the car frequently.
Okay, why would a police car zigzag on the highway across 5 lanes for a few miles, blocking the traffic and forcing cars to drive slowly? All right, I just found this. It's called a traffic brake. A patrol car with lights and sirens on weaves across all lanes rapidly, gradually slowing it so that traffic stays behind them. It's used when there is an accident. Okay, now I feel like an asshole. It's used when there's an accident, high-risk car stop,
I thought you might.
or other hazard ahead. If traffic runs up on one of these suddenly, there's a good chance cars won't have time to stop and blah, blah, blah. Chain reaction could occur. Okay, so it's for safety. And now I'm an asshole.
That was my guess. Yeah. Well, that's why immediately I was like, I get that this is a frustrating thing for you during your human experience, as has been for mine
selfishly frustrating
as well, because there's never a time when you're going somewhere that you don't want to get there faster, unless you're someone who just likes driving on the highway at night, in which case you might be a prowling serial killer. But it is, if it's for public safety.
Here's the thing is this has happened to me many, many times. And I've always been near the front where like the police car is. And whenever we start going a normal speed, there's nothing there. So like, that's why I've always been like, is it just to slow us all down? This is so annoying.
I think it's the them telling us we need to relax. You know what I mean?
I think so. Well,
whoa.
You know what?
This is the first relax that's kind of
told me to relax.
Swung back around.
I appreciate you telling me to look it up, because now if that ever happens to me, I will have empathy for whatever is going on. And because like whenever,
just take a breath, man.
Because whenever I see like an accidit or an ambulance or anything like that, I never am like angry.
No,
I'm
you're
like
always like, I hope
everyone's okay. Like, like I always like, my mom always taught me like the second you hear a siren, you pray for whoever's in there. Like you just always a moment for those people, and to like send positive anything you can, because like what a horrible thing to have to go through. So I've never been annoyed at an accident. I've never been annoyed or bothered by like any sort of thing like that. So now that I know that's what it's for, now I feel like a jerk every time I've been upset, and then I use it as a relax today.
But yeah, do you think you're growing as a human though through this? Like, is this
physically? I've probably grown an inch since we started this podcast,
and and maturity wise, you know what I mean? Who doesn't want to be a better person, right?
A lot of people, it seems.
Oh yeah.
Am I wrong? I feel like there's a lot of people who don't want to be better people.
I think they just.
I do, and I appreciate you saying, why don't you look up the reason? This is why you're such a wonderful partner for me. You're like, hey, you kind of sound like a dick. How about you look that up?
Yeah.
And it worked.
It might be for a reason. Yeah.
Now I feel really bad, and also I will never complain about that again. Thank you for helping me be a better person, my love.
Hey, you do it for me every day.
I hope so. Do I? I don't think I do.
What do you mean you hope so?
Anyway, you know who doesn't need to relax?
Sounded like an ultimatum. Who?
Our first sponsor.
Oh, who's that?
Our very first sponsor of the day. It's a good one, love.
Okay.
You want to hear about it?
I sure do.
Well, I got a lot to say. It's exciting stuff.
Not saying much so far.
Well, here it comes.
Okay.
If only it was possible to get a list of great candidates the moment you post a job online.
That would be wonderful.
Wouldn't that be wonderful? Well, it is with Indeed Instant Match. The moment you post a sponsored job, you get quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. How awesome is that?
It's great. Say you're looking for a customer service representative who knows the right amount of customer service to allocate to customers.
See, here you go. When hiring gets hard, you need Indeed, the job site that makes hiring incredibly simple. Just attract, interview, and hire. In fact, with Indeed, you can do all of your hiring in one place, even interviewing. Don't just hope your perfect candidate will find you. Indeed's hiring tools help you cut through the noise to hire faster and smarter. In fact, Indeed Instant Match provides a list of quality candidates whose resumes are on Indeed the moment you post a sponsored job. Indeed Instant Match immediately delivers quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed fit your job description. You can even invite them to apply right away. And according to Indeed data, candidates you invite are 3 times more likely to apply to your job than those who only see